Before Meryl Williams, it's like, it's okay, you can be there, I'm comfortable where I was. But this time it's like, no, you can't be there all this time. You have to do something to lead or like move on further instead of being there. Yeah, so, and I've been quite vocal too after the Meryl Williams, so it's given me the confidence.
So I can understand what the value of my real life, of my vision for the future, and then give me like openness, like I can accept other people, and then because of I can understand people, I can empower them.
My confidence has just soared into another level, and I appreciate that because I can go off and, you know, talk about all these beautiful tools, not just talk about it and leave it on the shelf, but actually take it on board as a person and also as a leader and be able to do things better into the future.
Being a women researcher, I have, at least we women have to face a lot of gender stereotypic mindset. We have to work with our male co-workers, and often we experience gender biases in our workplace as well, and the workplace is not quite gender friendly. So in that case, I have now I am confident enough to at least raise the voice against some sort of gender discrimination that we are facing in our workplace, and also influence other female scientists or female workers in my organization to raise our own voices so that we can have a gender-friendly working environment.
The reason why ACIAR prioritises working with women and trying to work on gender equity is that we want to carve out opportunities and time for women to be able to cultivate their skills so that they can shine, and then they can go back to institutions in a supportive environment with the confidence and skills and abilities to really drive change within their institutions. Our overarching vision is to have a region where we have food security in place, and we use agricultural research as an approach to help us achieve that. We want to focus on women because we know that women have historically been left behind in some of these conversations. So in enabling spaces for women to really thrive, that enables us to really drive gender equity across the region.
This leadership training and how it's provided me with a gender lens on how to progress my work, it has made me realize that my work could be so much more impactful in the gender space. I can incorporate gender-related research questions into my work that could really mean impactful changes in the lives of the women farmers and the women vendors that we work with. And so that would be really, really valuable in the future.
In terms of the relationship between me and my family, my immediate family members, I went back and made us sit together and study and learn the different values that we characterized within a family. So we learned to appreciate each other's contributions. I sat down with my husband and I explained the motive behind the Meryl Williams Fellowship program in trying to bring equality between him being a male, leading our family, and me as a woman. So he understood and he accepted the way forward for us in terms of decision making, respecting my decisions when I bring about my ideas over family matters or over work matters. In my case, I shared most of the concepts that I've learned with this Meryl Williams Fellowship program in my community and plus where I worked with the agriculture farmers. I make sure that they have a feelings of playing an important leadership role within their own individual lives. And I believe that I will be making an impact in terms of seeing themselves as being a leader in their own ways, and thus will enhance the agricultural production in Fiji, where most of the contribution from the females tend to be ignored.
Helpful would be like an understatement, but like I said, like I'm at the point in my life where I'm in more senior roles, and the Meryl Williams is something that has just come in good timing. That as I'm working in my role, I also take along with me what I've learned here, and I'm able to kind of apply it at the same time I'm in the role that I'm in. Yeah, it's a great opportunity for young women like myself to be a part of. And I think one of the things that Meryl Williams have done for me is, we work in leadership roles in one way or the other. We come across these things that we've learned, not in, not by training, but by just going through them with experience. But the fellowship, puts a name to it. We're always working with people, with partners, and we didn't know that there was such a thing as partnership brokering, and the approaches that you take to work with partners and that sort of thing. So, working in like a science environment, you need the sort of skills as well to help you with the social aspects of the kind of work that you do. And so I think Meryl Williams have equipped us with that sort of thing, that we need to be able to be more effective in our social relationships, like partnerships and managing partnerships.
So currently my main constraint is I don't see more women leaders in my workplace, and that generally influenced me being as a leader. So when I had working in my home country, I tend to have a belief that it was just the social norms or the constraint that is only in my country. But when I came to here and work with the other mentees and our mentors that are from different countries, I realized that the most of our challenges are similar, and by sharing and through the greater network and sharing my challenges and listening to the experiences, and that will lead towards my risk mitigation strategies that I'm going to implement to my countries. And one of the things that I really want to implement as a leader, because I'm a leader of my company, is the implementation of this strategic plan that is really situational. They call it situational leadership style. So it's about reflecting upon our own values and also giving equally respect to the other values through the DICS profile. So you know that what I am and what the other values are. So when you're working in a team, you're bringing everyone's values to one platform, but equally respecting and equally going and collaborating for the growth.
It's been a lot of information, but it's been very useful and very helpful information. I keep saying, I wish I'd been part of this program sooner on in my career, but better late than never, right? It's been really exciting. I've learned so many new things around leadership, around values. In my work at SROS, I do a lot of partnership brokering, which is a term that I just learned about here in the program. And it's something that I didn't realize I was doing, but now I know it is really something important. It's important in building partnerships with different people, different institutions. And now I've got a new skill set from the program to be a better partnership broker.
We all have our own unique, beautiful self. And it's a matter of appreciating and having confidence in what you have, what you can share, and being open to others' ideas. I think that's what the whole program is about. To be a leader means dealing with all kinds of people. To be a leader doesn't mean you're the only person who knows what's best for the group, but to be a leader means to listen to others. And sometimes, because you get to be the senior in the organization, sometimes there's a tendency that you think you know
what's best for the organization. But being in this fellowship means that you also need to listen. Everybody's idea is as good as yours. Learn to listen to them, value their opinion, value their suggestion. So, young or old, we all have our stake in the organization. We all have to contribute the best of us to the organization.
I know better in myself. I know how to be the good listener. And I know better how to help other people that they need my help. Yes, I think it's a really main thing that I achieve, and it's a high impact for me right now, and it could be very useful in the future when I back home and with my duty and responsibility. Yes.
Got that small grant. We call the small grant for small research during the COVID-19, and that was the big impact for my professional development, because this is my first, I think it's my first research, even though it's small, but it's my first research. And I just finished the publication for the early of this year, which is, I can say that it's very huge or very successful achievement that I have made so far since I joined Meryl Williams. Before that, I used to work only in the one provinces, which is about 7 districts. And now I have worked more about 10 districts that I'm working with.
Through the fellowship, I got a chance to have public diplomacy grant from Australian Embassy, and we were able to train 60 women farmers that is directly related to my project of essential oils. So now they are acting as a farmers that will grow the native herbs. So we actually got a small grant. And through the mentors, now we are moving to the next phase of larger scale of production. So we applied for the ARSF project. We developed a bigger proposal where I got different feedbacks from the mentors. They have diverse background. So they actually helped me to develop the proposal and understanding the needs of the ARSF, what we need to deliver. So it's like exchanging the values and delivering it at the right time with the exact amount of money we needed. So that really helped me to secure another grant that is from the ARSF through this fellowship.
It has been like building me up, boosting my capability in doing research, especially in writing up proposals and acquiring projects. So this has led to the ARSF project, which I did on modeling the distribution of garlic nut. And this is leading on to another project which I am embarking on with the IFAD project. They will be funding it probably early next year.
It really feels good, you know, I mean, motivating, inspired. Other women start to asking about this program as well, and I really hope this program will be continued, because honestly in the beginning we are not really sure what is the target of this program. It's not really something easily measured or like directly have a goals like usual one, but it's really something very special.
Personally, I think I'm empowered, so my confidence really improved a lot. And last 3 years, including the COVID lockdown, etc., we all as a human were quite distressed, and our confidence also in ourselves were going really all sorts of strange directions. So it is like a life-saving thing for me. From personal perspective, this fellowship really brought into, all human beings go and overcome all kinds of challenges in our life, and having all this bigger group, bigger network, being part of this bigger community helped me to realize that I'm not alone. I'm part of the big thing. So I'm so happy.
At the beginning, when I applied for the Meryl Williams Fellowship, I wrote in my application that I wanted to build networking. That's the first things that came across my mind, building a networking. Apart from working for the minister, I also do run a small company. I work in producing seedlings, plant seedlings, industrial tree seedlings. So one thing that I came across my mind was like, okay, I need to build networking with this wonderful women in the group, because they came from different backgrounds. We have a genetician here, we have people with specialty in soils, we have people who really good in management, we have people who really good in leader the project, and some of them working in the same areas I did back in my country. Some of them are really running a company as well, a small company. So this is very good for me to be in. And then, yeah, building networking, it's what I aim for, apart from other things in this Meryl Williams Fellowship.
It's really great to learn from other cultures. It was really a nice opportunity to learn from them, and of course to not just to forge collaborations or network, but to gain friendship from all these really amazing women. Actually, everyone was just inspiring hearing their stories from Nepal and Vanuatu, Solomon Islands, and also other countries such as the Mongolia. It's really inspiring to hear their stories on how they thrived in their organizations or on how they cope up with the challenges. And I'm just thankful that I have the opportunity to join this fellowship. Of course, I'm grateful to the facilitators from UNE and the International Development as well as ACIAR for having this really great program for women.
It was big wow for me. It's massive wow for me to see different of women who working in agriculture. That before I come to Meryl Williams, I thought there's a lot of women are working in agriculture, doesn't have that much kind of relationship or the networking together. But come here, I can see that how women have empowered each other and connect to each other. And with this program, we are very much close to each other, like family and sisterhood. And this time is very much more like family environment for us. We see each other, we laughing together, we share and we cry. And of course, this kind of sisterhood thing is hardly to happen. And very proud, all of them, to work with the agriculture in their own country, where they can empower more women and use their knowledge into action for rural development, which is I'm very, very proud to be part of this fellow and to become a fellow myself for the Meryl Williams program.
This was a very short span of time, but the bond is very strong. Yeah. So when we are together, we are happy and maybe the leaders of next era. I don't know. Yeah.
you.